Hey, over it already. Welcome in. Welcome in. One second. So, welcome in, everyone. Welcome in. Hey, you guys. Happy Monday. Happy Monday, you guys. Come on in. Come on in. Happy Monday. Look, I had to think about what today was. Is today Monday? Yeah, today's Monday. All right. So, welcome in. Happy Monday. Hopefully, you guys had a wonderful weekend. Um, so yeah, today is Mirror Talk. We're about to deep dive into you guys's and mine, and you were gonna look deep at ourselves, right? To see what adjustments we need to make and all that jazzy stuff, right? So yeah. Um, so just a reminder, in case you guys did not have the information, tomorrow is the funeral service for Jazzy's wife. They will be streaming it live for all of us that can't be there in person to support him. So I don't want to forget to say that. Remind me again later over it. All right. So I have, hey Rock, welcome in. I have like 6 videos, and I know that's not right because it's not video night. It's not TikTok night or comedy night. But I have 6 videos. And they're not long, but still, it's 6 of them. um, one of them, we're going to start with Overits. Over it. Over it sent me this one, you guys. And I really don't have any words for it. So real quick, no makeup, no filter, no tolerance. Let's get real, and we're gonna get real tonight, you guys. Um, y'all, me and Over it gonna have to have we're gonna have to have a talk. We're gonna have to um get Over it some help here. Yeah. So here's the one, the first one I have for y'all.
They're having to amputate part of my labia majora because I don't wipe my ass. So to give you the full story, I stopped wiping my ass 2 years ago. And I haven't had any issues with this until just recently I got a yeast infection. Because I had never had a yeast infection before, even though I haven't wiped in 2 years, I thought that I got that yeast infection from my husband cheating on me, right? Because pH levels, they don't lie. But then when I went to my gynecologist, he told me that there is a chance that the yeast infection actually came from my fecal matter, making it into the wrong hole. But anyway, the reason I have to have part of my labia majora amputated is because last week I shaved and it was a dull razor. I was out of new razors, so I just used like an old one.
I wish it
And
was
it cut
louder.
me. And I guess because the wound was just open, because I don't believe in like first aid or anything like that, the wound was just open. I guess fecal matter got in the wound and it became infected.
And why?
They're having to amputate part of my labia majora because I don't wipe my ass. So to give you the
And
full
why?
story, I stopped wiping my ass 2 years ago. And
Why
I haven't
is
had any
they
issues with this until
why are they both covering her up? Especially the girl. I'm like, why is they both covering her up? I'm gonna need you to learn how to do a duet because you can't be covering the other person up. But how? I ain't never heard nobody outside of, cancer or something like that, having to have that done. And definitely not because they choose not to clean themselves when they go to the bathroom and stuff. I'm like, what in the world? And then what did she think was going to happen when she cut herself? I mean, what what are they thinking over it? What is these what is these new age children thinking? Where where was their parents? That's what I need to know. Where were their parents? Where was the parents? I'm just saying. Where were the parents? You can't think? I, I don't get it. All right. So here's the next one. We're going to court now, you guys. They're like that now, Rock. So here's another youngin. I don't know what she was thinking either. But we're about to go to court.
The universe will reward me. And once I get that money, I will happily give her some money.
Wait a minute. The universe just told me something. Wait. Oh, okay. The universe just told me to ask you, do you have a plan that you've written down?
Yes.
Like a 5-year plan?
Oh, yes. That's part of manifesting. You have to write everything down. You look at it, you meditate, you journal, you vision it in your mind, and then you make it happen. And to be honest, all these things she's saying about me, she's making me sound like a deadbeat. Because part of my content that I make for my 50,000 followers is clean up with me content. So I film myself cleaning up. I do like a 10-second tidy. So why is the house tidy, a mess?
30 days, you have to be gone.
No, because I then need $5,000 then.
Eviction notice, okay, is going to go in effect in 30 days. You have 30 days to leave. You understand that?
Excuse me?
You have 30 days to leave. Do you understand that?
The universe will reward me.
Hey, CJ, man. Welcome in, CJ. Oh my goodness. So the universe, y'all, you have 50,000 followers and not making any money. 50,000. You need to have some income coming from somewhere if you got 50,000 followers. You don't have 50,000 followers, baby. There's no way. You should have a steady check if you got 50,000 followers. And then you're talking about the universe is going to tell you. Universe don't pay rent. Here go another one of your little youngins, Rock. There go another one of your youngins. I'm like, what? All right. So this next one, I need to know, are we judging or not? Are we judging or not? Well, I know I am. I'm judging. So, y'all let me know if y'all judging.
When I was 16, I got 3 trains ran on me in 1 week by 3 different niggas each time.
Damn! So that was the first one, y'all. 3 trains ran on her in 1 week. We judging or not? Because, yeah. That's what she said, CJ, not me. Right, she is. And I am all the way judging. I am judging.
We frost, nigga. Ain't nobody picking it up.
We listen, but we don't judge. When I was 15, I had snuck some niggas in my dad's house. They stole my sister's tablet, and I was looking under the couch like I ain't know where it was at, but I knew they had stole her tablet, so I had to act like I ain't know.
Hold on, man.
What? This is her sister now. Her sister. Yep, I'm judging. I am totally 100% judging here. I would never let nobody in and they steal my sister's stuff and act like I don't know about it. No. We ain't doing none of that. You know, somebody else named Rock, maybe. But my sister? Nah.
Hold on, brother.
We listen and we don't judge. When I was 10, I had found a corn collection in my brother's room. He was like in his 30s by that time. And I used to steal the CDs like the...
Thank you, AT, for the sub. ATT.
ATT, shout out ATT. Like the Nymphomaniac Volume 3 and the Brown Sugar Volume 2. I stole them and then I would watch them, and then when he asked what happened,
I don't think I would have told that.
when I was 16, I got 3 trains ran on me in 1 week.
Y'all, something wrong with her. She needs some she need her butt whooped. She didn't have enough of a mama figure in her life. She ain't get no spankings, like none of that, you know. So yeah, I am judging her, and I'm gonna throw her in jail and throw away the key. That's all I got to say. All right. So, let's see. Steve Harvey is next. You guys, Steve Harvey.
What superhero would you like to be called in the bedroom?
Aquaman.
Aquaman. Marvin? Just out of curiosity, why would you want to be Aquaman?
Aquaman's in water. Steve, my mom is here.
I know. But you know, Marvin, there's a whole lot of superheroes. Marvin dives deep. We ask 100 men, what superhero would you like to be in the bedroom?
Iron Man.
See? What made you pick Iron Man?
You know, Marvin's mom's here.
What superhero would you like to be called in the bedroom?
I like that answer, you guys. I like that answer. Marvin's mom is here. I probably would have said the same thing. I'm like, no. I can't tell you why. So, you know, this next video, I would do something like this, y'all. I would do this. Because there's no easy way for a guy to answer this question with a simple answer. They have to give an explanation. There's no simple answer.
Hey, babe. If there was 100 dicks on the wall, how many would you choke on?
None.
That's right, because you a pro.
Whoa!
Stop.
No. Chill. You're wild.
Hey, babe. If there was 100 dicks on the wall, how many would you choke on?
None.
That's right, because you a pro.
Whoa!
Stop.
No. Chill. You're wild.
Hey, babe.
Yeah, I will ask somebody that. I'm that person. I will ask somebody that. I will ask that question just to see how they answer it. Just to see how they answer it.
You can get petty. Tell me if you're ready. I was playing nice. We can change the setting. We can get petty. We can get petty. Yeah.
What, CJ? Why are you looking at me like that, sir? What? Why are you looking at me like that? I would ask that question. I would ask my man that question just to see how he would answer. I'm just saying. The way he jumped up from that dream, y'all. The way he jumped up from that dream.
You think it's a joke? You think it's a joke?
You know, we know what it is, but when you're in a dream, I'm sure he's probably like, what? I'm just saying. So, welcome in, you guys. I couldn't decide on which one tonight, so I just had to do all of them just because. Yeah. So here we are. Today is Mirror Talk. And we're going to deep dive into some thought processes here. Into some thinking. And see what's have you guys look in the mirror. Not look at me, look in the mirror. And I look in my mirror. And we'll go from there. What in the world? Uh-oh. I'm messing stuff up over here. Alright, there we go. So, welcome to Mirror Talk, you guys. 1 second here. There we go. Mirror Talk. Y'all, let me tell you, I was in a 713 stream yesterday while I was getting ready for church. 713 had me cracking up. She had me so tickled, y'all. I didn't pay attention to the date, even though I knew what the date was, because, you know, I did my video and stuff. So I knew what the date was. It just didn't dawn on me. 713, right? And she was talking about it, and she was like, it's her day. It's a national holiday. It's her day. And I'm like, what is she talking about? And I just looked down at my calendar on my computer. I was like, oh, it's 713. Y'all, she had me feeling slow. I just didn't tell them that in the chat. I was like, dang, she had me feeling slow. She had me feeling so slow yesterday. I was like, all right then. All right, you guys. Over it. Look, I was sitting right here. Right? And I was like, what's she talking about? And I looked, and I was like, I don't get it. And then I looked, I was like, oh, today is the 713. Duh. Because what's true, Rock? I don't know. What is 718? Over it. I don't know. You tell me. That's too far ahead. Because 8 or 14. What is the 18th? That's Friday. So what is Friday? I get... Rock.
punch you in the face!
That's for you, sir. I mean, oh, okay. Okay. Okay, I ain't that slow, Rock. Sir. Alright, so step up to the mirror, baby, and don't be shy now. This ain't your regular reflection session. This is a petty mirror talk where delusion meets delivery and your excuses get evicted. Tonight, we're not sugarcoating, softening blows, or stroking egos. Nah, we're calling out the versions of you that keep self-sabotaging in heels, in hoodies, or in heartbreak. But guess what? The mirror doesn't lie, and neither do we, especially not when the tea's about you. So fix your posture, adjust that crown, even if it's cracked, Rock, and let's get real petty with purpose. Rock's on ain't cracked. His is just his is just broken. His just broke. Pew. Just broken. I'm just saying. So our first topic here is you knew better, but you thought you were the exception. Rock, why you thought you knew better? You didn't know better. You're not the exception to the rule. I'm just saying. So there are moments I don't hate. I show love. But you knew better. You're not the exception. So that's what I have to say. Oh. And there we go. All right, sorry, I had to take care of that real quick. All right, I don't hate Rock. I'm a lover, not a fighter. So we're going to talk about this topic first. So before we get started actually discussing it, what's one red flag that you saw but you ignored it on purpose because the vibe was vibing? What's a red flag that you saw but you ignored it on purpose because the vibe was vibing? So go ahead and put that in the chat. So you saw the red flags and still made a picnic. You didn't just ignore the signs. You bought snacks and a blanket. That vibe had no resume, no track record, and no spiritual hygiene. But you turned chaos into a picnic spot because your heart wanted to play pretend. Y'all, there is someone that told me they like chaos. They like chaos. My friend said he likes chaos. I couldn't do nothing but laugh. I'm like, did he know that's what we were going to talk about today? Did he know that? Oh, over it? You might as well go ahead and answer because you know Rock's scared. So, you know, sometimes we accept chaos because it's what we know and it's what we're comfortable with. And therefore we do ignore flags. Now, Me and him gonna fight. All right, you guys. Give me a second here. Let me... get this in here. All right, you guys. We are in a shared chat with Epic. Look, I can't even talk right. So, what is it that you want Rock to answer over it? Cause I told you he's scared. You know he's scared. So you might as well go ahead and answer it for him. So for me, a red flag that I saw and ignored on purpose because the vibe was vibing. It was not even really consistency because he was pretty consistent. But the loyalty aspect of it. He was consistent in every aspect, including not being loyal. So he was very consistent. I'm drinking a little bit tonight over it. I needed my drink tonight. So, and what did that, so when you think about the red flag that you ignored, you also want to think about what did it cost you because you ignored it. So for me, by me ignoring that red flag, it cost me a piece of me. So I had to rectify the situation and get rid of the whole thing. Him, the situation, everything, and redefine me, and yeah, I had to fix that. So, Rock, delusion is a drug, and you were high off your own hope. I know you was, even though you scared to tell us. I know you was high off your own hope. And this ain't about optimism. It's about that hope addiction. You keep snorting potential and hallucinating a fairy tale. Reality was knocking, but you were too doped up on maybe this time it'll be different. Hey, Mike B, welcome in, love. Good to see you. Great set. I thought you was at a game, sir. Thought you was at a game, Mike. Might be. DJ might be. But yeah, you know, we always be thinking maybe this time will be different. No, it ain't gonna be different. It's gonna be the same. So we just have to do better. We have to do better. So now look at you healing again. We tried yet. No, we tired yet. Y'all, I can't read already. And I ain't even drunk that much. Just a half a glass. You're doing the work again from scratch. Again. And while growth is gorgeous, repeating the same pain is not a personality trait. Your therapist deserves hazard pay at this point. Oh, Rock? Is your therapist getting hazard pay for dealing with you? They need it. They deserve it. They deserve hazardous pay. So. Uh-oh. Hold on 1 second. There we go. All right. So Next, we're going to talk about stop giving discounts to people who can't afford your full price. We've all been in that situation, right? We gave people discount because they can't afford the full price. So we have to make sure we're not giving those discounts. So if your standards were a price tag, what's your current discount code? So if you are BOGO, then admit your BOGO. Hey UNC, welcome in, love. Good to see you tonight. Happy Monday. You've been MIA. You've been MIA on me, UNC. So if your standards were a price tag, what's your current discount code? Uh-oh. So if you are BOGO, if you are on BOGO, buy one, get one half off, or buy one, get one free, then admit it. So, are you full retail? Are you full retail? I am now full retail. You got to pay full retail price for me. Now, back in the day, I was I'm not going to say I was BOGO, but I was probably like 25% off. But I'm full retail now. Full retail. Over it being quiet, UNC. Her being quiet, UNC. Let's see. And here's your quote for today. Uh-oh. Today's mood. Don't play with me unless you're good at games. Don't play with me unless you're good at games. What's going on? What do you mean what's going on? We are having a mirror talk. That's what's going on. We're having a mirror talk today. So our next topic about giving discounts is where we are. Oh, I did not mean to open that. So your luxury, they came in here asking for clearance. Your first class with leg room and champagne. They were trying to bargain like this was a yard sale. Don't shrink your worth for someone who's spiritually broke. So, Rock, I need you to step your game up to be over it. Because she's not on clearance. I need you to do better. You ain't Costco, boo. No more free samples of your time, energy, or love. Let them invest or let them go. You are not a trial subscription, and if they can't commit to the full package, they don't deserve the preview. Not at all. So if they're not committing to the full package, then we have to let them go. We have to let them go. So, raise your standards or stay surrounded by clearance rack connections. So low standards attract low vibrations. And if you want quality, you've got to demand it, period. If you're tired of temporary, stop entertaining disposable. So we need to make sure that our standards is where they're supposed to be, and we're not entertaining those that are beneath us or below our standards. So welcome in, everyone, just in case I missed you coming in. So welcome in. Happy Monday. Today is Mirror Talk. And we are currently in a shared chat with Epic the Analyst. So that is some of the chat you see floating through here. If I missed you, highlight your message so I can make sure I see you. So I don't want you to think I'm ignoring you. Hey 662, what's up? What's up 662? Good to see you tonight. We is mirror talking. We is looking in the mirror and discussing ourselves here tonight. So we just finished talking about giving discounts to people who can't afford full price. So if they're in your life and they're trying to give you discount vibes, we have to let them go because you're full price. So that's where we are now. Why are you looking like that though? 662? CJ Manning? What's the eyes for? Did CJ been here? Did CJ not hear me? Why he giving me eyes? Why are you giving me eyes, CJ? You and 662 twins? Y'all twinsies over there? I'm just saying. So, next we will be discussing you walked into Mirror Talk. So our next topic for Mirror Talk is you're not confused, you're avoiding accountability. So in your life, it could be relationship, friendships, family-wise. So you're not confused, you're just avoiding accountability. Let me get my question, y'all. So, what's the most delusional thing that you've ever convinced yourself about a situationship? So, what's something that you've convinced yourself, whatever situationship you may have been in, what's something that you convinced yourself about it? And we want the dramatic version. We don't want the simple version. We want the dramatic version, you guys. What's the most delusional thing that you've ever convinced yourself about with the situationship? So for me, I don't know if it was, it was probably delusional. I convinced myself that he was the good guy. I convinced myself he was a good guy all the way around. It's like he's a good person, as an individual, but not a good person relationship-wise. You over it? What's the most delusional thing you ever convinced yourself about a situationship? You don't have to talk about Rock. You could talk about somebody else. Hold on, you guys. I got this fan by my foot, and it's getting on my nerves. I keep kicking it. You don't have anything over it? You don't have anything you was delusional about? Okay. There we go. All right, I'm back. See? Didn't even go nowhere. um, is he in? Yeah, he's in theirs. Okay. All right. So yeah. So for me, it was like just I was kidding myself that he was a great guy, like all the way around, but he wasn't. He's a great person as a person, but not a great person for a relationship. Kind of like somebody in this chat that starts with the R, ends with the E. That's a DJ. So you saw the red. That's not the right one. We did that one already. I just put the wrong thing in there. So yeah, we're just gonna keep it moving. That's what I get for doing work late at night. So we're just gonna jump on into, you can't keep blaming them when you keep inviting them back. You can't keep blaming them when you keep inviting them back. So what do you keep calling confusion that's actually just avoidance? So there's something that you call confusion that's actually avoidance. What is it? I can't think of none. I was thinking about this earlier today. Once I'm done, I'm done. Are you really done over it? So if Rock did something really wild and just pissed you off today, and you say, I'm done. Are you really going to be done? If they folding you like a chair, you can't help it. I don't know about that. I think you can. You have to stop folding. You have to stop folding. You can't be a folding chair. What you wowing, CJ? Uh-oh. Sorry, over it. If I say I'm done, it's really over. Hey, that's good. Over it. That's good. That's the way to be. I don't know. That's what 662 said, CJ. I'm not getting. I mean, people do get folded because they constantly bend over backwards for folks. You know, they avoid that accountability and being who they are being accepting the person for who they are. I know I went through that period before where I made excuses for people. I don't do that now. I take you at face value. If you show me, you're crazy, then I'm just accept it. I'm gonna say, all right, CJ just crazy. Now, if you show me you Delulu, then I'll be like, all right, you Delulu, just stay Delulu over there. Don't come to Columbus. Don't come to Columbus. You know you crazy. All right. So how they how they keep hurting you if you keep sending the invite. Pain can't repeat itself without permission. And every you up text you replied to was an RSVP to heartbreak. See, I don't respond to you up unless it's someone like, let's say 662 sent me a message and he be like, hey, you up? I'll be like, yeah, I'm up. I know it's legit because he's not likely to text me at 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. So if he send me a text at that hour and is like, you up? I'm going to be like, yeah, what's up? What's wrong? My first question going to be like, what's wrong? But if somebody that we won't name texts me at 1, 2 o'clock and they like, hey, you up? I'm going to look at it and keep going. I'm going to look at it and keep doing whatever I'm doing if I'm awake. I don't answer a lot of messages after a certain time anyway. I sent it to KJ. KJ was supposed to drop it off. You need to talk to KJ, 662. You need to talk to KJ. KJ, the money man. You need to talk to him. I'm going to sip my mimosa on that one. I'm just saying. Block, delete, and drink your water. See? Got my water. Cleanse your feet, cleanse your spirit. Hydration and boundaries are the new sexy. You can't keep sipping poison and calling it love. You cannot keep sipping poison and calling it love. Oh, I didn't change over. Y'all can't see the slide. My bad. There y'all go. Y'all can see what I'm reading now. My bad, y'all. Alrighty. That was over at fault. She made me forget. New podcast out. Soft Life. Not if I have to fight for it every day. So new podcast is out. So go ahead and click the link. Check it out. Share it with your family and friends. So you're not a rehab center for emotionally unavailable people. You're not licensed to fix broken folks. That's their work, not yours. Let them heal on their own timeline without dragging you into their recovery room. That's what we have to be about, right? We have to make sure we're not being a recovery room for other folks, right? I hope I ain't missed none of y'all. If I did, just repeat it and highlight it. I'm sorry. All right. Over, if you could do the welcome one more time, just in case we missed some people coming in. What, CJ? You keep eyeballing me.
Get petty. Tell me if you're ready. I was playing nice. We can change the setting. We can get petty. We can get petty. Yeah.
So next we're going to talk about why you keep dimming your light when you could just burn them with brilliance. Just burn them. Just burn them. So what, well, not what, but who's one person you keep letting back in knowing full well they bring nothing but chaos and cute lies? Y'all, I can't even tell y'all that name on stream. But him is out there. But I do need to cut those ties. It's one person. Just one person. So, you weren't too much. They were just unequipped. Your presence made them uncomfortable because it reminded them of their lack. That ain't your problem. Shine on and leave the underprepared in the dark. Small minds can't comprehend big energy, so stop apologizing for your shine. Yo, Kinfolk 662. Ah, yeah. I'm not giving you a hint over it. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. I cannot do that. I can't. They be telling some cute lies, though. I just be like, okay, I hear you. I don't believe you, but I hear you. You full of it, but I hear you. I'm listening, but I ain't hearing you that deep. I just hear you enough for it to go in. I don't know. You might. You might. You might over it. I don't know. You were sent to blind the basic, not blend in with it. You're the solar flare, so stop trying to become a nightlight just to fit in. If your glow exposes shadows, that's the whole point. So, allow yourself to shine and expose those shadows. No, it's not UNC. Stop trying to figure out who it is. So what's a moment where you dimmed your light just to make someone else comfortable? And did they even appreciate it? When's the time that you dimmed your light to make someone else comfortable? And did they appreciate it? So, I'm going to say, for me, it was at work. And no, they didn't appreciate it, of course. So, I had to rectify that situation. Real fast. Real fast and in a hurry. So, that's the last one we're going to do for tonight because we still need to do our this and that. I'm going to skip. Okay. There we go. So that reflection hit a little hard. It should. That's how growth starts. Ugly, awkward, and often a little shady. But don't leave here with guilt. Leave here with clarity. And let that petty truth you just swallowed turn into a powerful transformation. Now go out there and act like you had this talk with yourself. Not just once, but until your reflection claps for you too. And if they ask why you're glowing differently, just say, I had a little conversation with the mirror, and the mirror read me for filth. For Phil. Until next time, stay shiny, stay savage, and for the love of growth, stop falling for potential in a hoodie. And that is our little short mini mirror talk for today. Short and sweet. All right. Uh-oh. Okay, I almost played Steve Harvey again, y'all. This or that. Go ahead and do TNT over it. And then we'll jump into our this and that.
Don't wanna party, then you should go home. We got this, that, 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 got this, that.
Alrighty. So this week's this and that is love, lust, or leave it alone. What say you? So welcome to the petty playground of passion where your heart and your hormones go toe to toe. This ain't about romance novels or fairy tales, baby. This is about what you really want when the lights are off or still on. Hey, Cal Money D, welcome in, love. Good to see you tonight. We are entering this or that. Alrighty. So, do you prefer soft kisses or a rough grip? Soft kisses or a rough grip? Which one do you prefer? I like rough grips. I need a rough grip. You know, soft kisses are cool. You know, nothing wrong with soft kisses. I love a soft kiss at times. But give me that rough grip. A rough grill, or is that supposed to be a rough grip? 662. You put rough grill. So I'm like, give me that rough grip. If it's rock any kiss, you can't be passive like that over it. You can't be passive. You got to let them know what you like. No, 662. So, public displays of affection or private freak? You want to be public with it or you want to be in private with it? Public, private. Me, I like private. I prefer private. That's just me. Everybody don't need to know my business. Everybody don't need to know. You know, I know some people like to do their stuff in public, but I'm private. Both. So you'll let him spank you on the booty in public and bend you over the car? Private freak for 500. See? I'm with you, 662. You can hold my hand in public. That's about it. So, Did I ever say I wasn't 6'2"? Ooh, over it. Over it. Rock, there you go. Over it. Rock. Over it wants it in public. Over it said, bend her over the car in public. In the driveway, at the park, at the grocery store. She cool with it. I can't. I'm too shy. I'm a shy girl. So, you want a forever bae or a weekend fling? A forever bae or a weekend fling? I don't think she is yet, 662. I would like a forever bae. I don't care for a weekend fling. Not back in the day. A weekend fling would have been cool. But I'm past all that. Now I want a forever bae. 662 being messy. So you their vibe or their, do you prefer their vibe or do you prefer their stability? Their vibe or their stability? I need stability. If they have stability, then hopefully their vibe will match that stability. I need the vibe to match the stability. That's what I need. I don't need unstable but got a great vibe. That If you stable, you need to have a great vibe to go with that. So we got a new channel. All right. Then we have, do you want one passionate night or one peaceful year? You have one passionate night or a whole peaceful year. Which one do you prefer? So if you only want the one passionate night, that's all you're going to have all year. And you're going to have a really hectic, chaotic year. Or you might not have any passionate nights, but you'll have a really peaceful year. So CJ said he wants the passionate night. Is that what you're saying you want, CJ? I need the peaceful year. Oh, you want the one peaceful year.
Queens on the side. Everybody listening. In case you want to say hi. So say hi. 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 Breathe. Inhale. Breathe. Exhale.
I see you, CJ. All right. So the moral of the story is some of y'all need to stop chasing lust when your soul needs therapy. So thank you guys for joining me for this or that. This and that. And remember, it's not about the choices you made, but it's about the fun that we had along the way. So thank you guys for joining me for this or that. All right. So,
Friday night, shake it out, doggone pants.
662 give me that look every time. Every time someone does that dance break. I love you, 662. So tomorrow we will continue our story with adult story time. Uh-oh. Let's click the right one. Trivia night. Thursday. The Oceans edition. You calling yourself a clown? 662? I would never call you that. Why is you calling yourself a clown, sir? That's not cool. And then we have our next edition of This Song is Lying next week. You is not a clown, 662. Story time. Poetry night. The hottest destinations in July. Story time. And Petty TED Talk will round out July. Of course, I don't have this in here. Hold on a second. So tomorrow is the last day to get your videos in. Uh-oh, that's really big. Let's fix that. Tomorrow is the last day to get your videos in for the Epic Praise Parade. So you have until midnight tomorrow to get your videos in for the Epic Praise Parade. So make sure you guys go ahead and get your videos in if you haven't done so. We will be taking a vote tonight in Epic Stream whether we would keep it on Monday or move it to Friday. Because it will go into the late night, being that because of the number of videos that he did get in. So yeah, I almost forgot over it. So let's all go hydrate, shut up, and get off Instagram over it. Nighty night, my beautiful chaotic crew. Y'all over it been killing me lately. I'm like, I can't look at her stuff till the next day. I'll be like, okay, over it. Over it. I thought I'd be finding some stuff over it. Over it be finding some stuff, CJ. So thank you guys for joining me tonight. Over it, go ahead and get that raise started. Thank you guys for being here. I really appreciate you guys. I will see you guys again tomorrow for story time. And please make sure you guys copy the rate message. Show Epic some love. And be easy. Look, Rock said he was gonna be all up in here acting up today. He ain't did nothing. He ain't did nothing. So thank you guys. Y'all have a great night, and I'll see you guys on the other side. Make sure you guys copy that raid message. And I done lost it. There we go. Thank you guys. See y'all later. Appreciate y'all. Thank you, 662. Thank you, Over It. I appreciate y'all. Y'all rock. Y'all is some awesome diamonds.
Getting into some serious bling territory with the
I
throwing
give
around
all
of
of
these
you guys
diamonds.
a diamond tonight. Uh-oh. I hope I don't forget to say hey to them when I move over there.